Hi, in this video we're going to be doing some more examples with partial pressure. So our first question here says, a 4.5 liters of sealed container contains 0.25 moles of N2 gas, 0.165 moles of AR, which is also gas, and 0.1 moles of HE, which is also gas. The total pressure is 1.75 atmosphere. Find the fraction for each gas. So let's start off with N2, AR, and HE. First of all, we have 0.25 moles of N2, so we're going to put 0.25 over the total number of moles. So let's quickly find the total number of moles. 0.25 plus 0.165 plus 0.1. That is 0.515. Now this is the same. It's going to be 0.515 on the bottom for all of them because that's where the total pressure goes. Now what is the partial pressure? What's a partial mole for AR? AR is 0.165 moles. HE is 0.1 moles. Now let's quickly find the percentage real quick. 0.25 divided by 0.515, 0.165 divided by 0.515, 0.1 divided by 0.515. This one is 48.54%. This one is 32.04%. This one is 19.42%. Now find the partial pressure for each gas. Alright, great. So partial pressure is the total pressure, which is 1.75 atmospheres. 1.75 atmospheres times all of these fractions to get the partial pressure, right? So we have 0.4854, 0.3204, we have 0.1942. So what does this equal? 1.75 times 0.4854 equals 0.849 atmospheres of N2. Second one is 1.75 times 0.3204. We have 561 atmospheres of AR. And finally, we have 1.75 times 0.1942, which is about 0.338, which runs to 340 atmospheres of HE. Our second question says we have a gaseous solution contains 45% oxygen, 55% N2 by mass. Find the mole fraction in this solution. Okay, so this time we're dealing with mole fraction. And since it didn't tell us the total weight, we have to assume that we're talking about 100 grams. And 45 and O2, first of all, will be 32 grams, right? No, we'll assume it's 1 moles. And N2 will be 28.02 grams. This is 1 mole of N2 and 1 mole of O2. Now we use the percentages. We have 45 grams of O2 over 1 mole of O2 contains 32 grams. To see how many moles we have in our container. And that should give us 1.41 moles of O2. Remember, in order to find the mole fraction, we first need to find the number of moles of each thing. And our second gas is 55 grams of N2 over 1 mole of N2, which is 28.02 grams. So 55 divided by 28.02 grams should give us about 1.963 moles of N2. Now, what is the total of this? Because remember, we need to have partial mole and total mole. So let's add these two together. That gives us 3.373 moles total. So let's find the fraction, right? Fraction is the number of moles of the what we're looking for. So O2 will be 1.41 moles divided by total moles, which is 3.373. And our N2 will be the number of moles of N2, 1.963, divided by the total number of moles, which is 3.373. So that should give us, and that's it for the fractions. Now, if it told us what the total pressure was, we're going to multiply these two fractions by the total pressure to find the partial pressure for both of these gases. Thank you for watching.